What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another showdown. This is your boy Detroit coming back to you guys with another video. Today we're going to put the Bose 700 and the Sony WH-1000XM3 headset side by side to see which one of them is best. If you guys are new to the channel, please make sure you guys subscribe. And if you guys do end up liking this video, please make sure you guys destroy that like button. I would really appreciate that. Now, first up, we're going to compare the design of both of these. Both of these, in my opinion, look awesome, but it all comes down to preference. The Bose look much cleaner and sleeker than the Sony headset, which does come at a price, which we'll get into in a little bit. The Sony, on the other hand, look awesome as well, but sport a more business-like appearance that's a bit more traditional with its soft lines and plush leather. Now, the Bose come in three different colors: black, soapstone, and silver, whereas the Sony headset only comes in silver and black. So as far as design goes, we'll give this round to the Bose since it does look a little bit much more modern and sleeker, but not to say anything bad about the Sonys. I still love the design of the Sonys as well. Next up, we have comfort. Now, when it comes to comfort, we have another close match. Both of them are super comfortable, and I took time apart to wear each of them separately for a full day. Both weigh about the same, but the Sonys feel lighter on my head and fit around my ears better than the Bose 700s do. The Sonys are much more flexible than the Bose headphones are, which you guys can see here. Again, this comes down to preference, but me personally, I like having a more flexible headset just in case something happens or I'm in a certain situation where a flexible headset is favored. So in this round, we will give it to the Sony headset as the clear favorite for comfort. Next up, we'll get into the controls and the features of both of these headsets. Now, the Sony headset sports a 30-hour battery life, which is 10 hours more than the advertised 20-hour battery life on the Bose 700 headset. You get 5 hours of playback time with just 10 minutes of charge on the Sony headset, whereas on the Bose 700, you only get 3.5 hours of playback time with a 15-minute charge. The Sony headset, however, takes it a step further when it comes to tech. You have the ability to adjust the equalization in the app. You even have a pressure equalization option for when you guys are flying, so no more ear pops.
Now, it seems like Bose is clearly targeting a different audience than Sony is. Now, the Sony headset completely destroys the Bose headset when it comes to battery life, but Bose kind of does make up for that by letting you listen to the headset while it's charging. With the Sony headset, you can't do that. They obviously both do work when they're plugged in via the 3.5mm audio jack, so I guess you can enjoy that for the meantime until you charge your battery with the Sony headset. I should note that you are able to listen to both the Bose and the Sony headset when they're plugged in through the 3.5mm audio jack, but the Sony headset, when the battery is dead, you cannot use the noise cancellation, which obviously kind of sucks. But in my opinion, I don't even understand what the huge problem is with this. A lot of people that are complaining about this clearly haven't grasped the fact that within just 10 minutes of charging, you get 5+ hours of battery life. So within just 10 minutes, your noise cancellation will be right back where it was. So just think about that for a second before you just go ahead and start typing away a useless fact that will just literally fix itself within a couple minutes of charging. In my testing, the Sony headset is considerably louder than the Bose 700 headset is, which you guys know I love my sound, you guys know I love my bass, and I love loud music. So another plus to the Sony headset. Now, the app that comes with the Bose headset does not even come close to the interface that Sony provides with their app for the Sony headset. Sony has a feature called Adaptive Sound Control that detects your surroundings and movement, which modifies the noise canceling levels based on your circumstances. There's 4 modes which you can customize with this. It has a stay setting, which has no noise cancellation by default, has a walking setting, which provides some noise cancellation by default. It has a running setting, which has more ambient noise by default, and then it also has a transport setting, which is set at full noise cancellation by default. Now, with the Sony headset, you could just hold your right hand over the right ear cup and the music volume will lower and the noise cancellation will turn off. Once you remove your hand off the right ear cup, the music returns to the previous sound level, which is kind of cool. Now, back to the Bose app for a second, because I'm not going to let them get off the hook that easy. Now, the Bose app won't even let you log in or use it without creating a Bose account, which in my eyes is rather annoying. Why? So I can get bombarded with emails and notifications even after I check the box that clearly states I do not want emails and notifications. Then when you do get into the app, there's no equalizer to customize your sound preferences anyway, so what's the point, Bose? I really don't get it. I didn't even try to use the hands-free with Alexa with the Bose headphone, but from what I've read online and from what I've heard, it is absolutely terrible, so I'm not even gonna try. Now, the Bose headset does have one major selling point over the Sony headset. The Bose headset lets you connect to 2 devices at once, whereas with the Sony headset, you can only connect to 1 device at a time, which is perfect if you're watching a movie, say on your iPhone, and you want to continue it on your iPad or your MacBook. Your Bose headset will already be connected, and you can continue right where you left off on the video. Whereas with the Sony headset, you would obviously have to pair to that device and then disconnect from your old device to be able to continue watching whatever it is that you guys were watching, which for some people may be a big deal. For some, it might not be a big deal at all. So I definitely thought I should mention that. So yeah. One last thing to note, in the past there were complaints of ghosting with the Sony headset, where when it gets below 30 degrees outside, the headset malfunctions and acts funny. It's freezing here in Detroit, and I haven't had any issues with this since Sony's update to fix that. I think Sony's had maybe 1 or 2 updates since that, and there hasn't been any issues since, especially for me. And like I said, today it's freezing out here in Detroit, and I didn't have any issues with my headset. I did feel like I should mention that because a couple of you are probably thinking, oh, is he going to mention it? Is he not going to mention it? That was one of the big problems with this headset when it first came out, if you did live in those colder areas and you were wearing these outside. So definitely thought I should mention that, but it's all fixed now.
Even though both are extremely easy to use, this round also goes to the Sony headset as the clear favorite when it comes to controls and features. Next up, we have sound quality. Now in life, it's always good to have options, and clearly Sony has much more options with their headset than the Bose 700s do. Don't get me wrong, the Bose 700s sound fantastic, but I'm more of a bass guy, and the Sony headset sports more bass than the Bose do. I've noticed that with the Bose headset, the peaks and the high notes hurt my ears, whereas on the Sony, it has an equal balance with the ability to adjust based on your needs, especially when you guys are listening at a higher volume. Clear winner for sound quality, again, goes to the Sony headset. Now, in all honesty, I did not expect this review to be so one-sided. I really thought that this review was going to come down to the wire for both of these, but it feels like the Sony's won every round so far. With the Bose headset, it honestly feels like it could snap at any second. I feel the tension. The ear cups also do not feel as comfortable as these Sonys do. When I put the Sonys on, they just feel right. They just hug my ears, and they feel natural. They feel so much lighter than the Bose do, even though when you look at the specs, they weigh about the same. When it does come to that noise cancellation though, the Bose has the Sony by a hair, by just a little bit. But overall, this Sony headset, I feel it completely crushes the Bose headset. Now, both of these also charge via USB Type-C, which you guys know is my favorite. They both also work when the battery is dead, and they come with that headphone cable to where you can plug it directly into your screen on your flight, which works perfect for those longer flights. You won't have to charge your headphones, and they'll still work by just plugging them in. Now, the Sony headset comes in at $279, which is $120 cheaper than the Bose 700. Which reminds me, if you guys would like to purchase either one of these and support the channel at the same time, I will leave Amazon affiliate links down below in the description for both of these headsets. I really appreciate you guys using those links. You guys have been using them like crazy, which is absolutely awesome. I'm really thankful for you guys, and there will be a giveaway soon, so stay tuned. Clear winner for the best headset going into 2020 is the Sony WH-1000XM3. Is that name really even necessary, Sony? Like, why? You couldn't have just made it, hey, Sony XM3 headset. That's it. Like, I think that's a bit excessive. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure you guys destroy that like button. And like I said, if you guys are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. And yeah, YouTube, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!